Recording started.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Free Association. This will be a better quality stream than the last one I did. Had some technical issues, so I'm going to repeat a little bit of what I said earlier on. Not very much. That was version number 3. Because I did a couple at home, and they turned out to be rehearsals for these things. So what I was talking about was Newcastle waking up after lockdown. That's essentially what I was talking about. The clubs are in business now. There's a new club opening on Westgate Road with a 4 o'clock license. It's a club and venue called NX, and they've got scaffolding all over it at the moment. The NX is up, and I'm assuming all the internal work's been done. It used to be the O2 Academy a year ago. It's been closed. It's probably been closed at least 6 months. But they've got the work done. They're in the process of taking the scaffolding down now, I think, probably. They've moved it around the side. So both sides have been done, the roof's been done, whatever needed to be done internally is also happening. And there's tickets on sale for club nights and for a Day of the Dead event in November. So they're selling for October and November. So it's the end of August now. Probably mid-September it'll be open, I would think. Won't take them long to fit it out. And they don't have very many gigs booked in, but they do have DJs booked in. It looks like it might be an interesting venue. There's another big club venue called the Loft, which is next to where the Mayfair used to be, up by the gate on New Street. And that's reasonably successful, I think. So this one's probably going to be competing. It's a different market though. If you're doing big holiday events, guest DJs, that's the Loft. The Loft's market is like upscale, big DJs coming in for a night, whereas this one is small gigs and local-based events, I think. I don't know for sure because obviously it hasn't opened yet, so I'm speculating a little bit. But there's also some activity on Clayton Street West. I noticed one of the shops in the middle of Clayton Street West is being refitted, and there's a new arcade opening, a new fruit machine arcade opening further up by Newgate Street. So the shops that have been empty for the last 2 or 3 years are starting to be active again. The gate was closed for a while for a refit, I think. It's about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago it reopened. So the gate is a place with bars and gaming and a gaming area, and the casino and a cinema. So all the bars are round about the gate. There's a Caribbean bar. There's a couple of places where you can play golf, and a paintball place, I think, as well. All within reach of the gate. They're all feeding into each other. That's the part of town where the stag parties spend their time. So big bars with parties going on, big parties, which is what they want, really. So my part of town is by the Central Station and the Centre of Life, which is more. Centre of Life is the gay area. Central Station has a lot of real ale bars, but they're smaller. The problem I have with the Centre of Life is that they put events in there, There was a big bar in there the last couple of months, which was causing some issues because of a late finish. Too many people on a late finish in one place. I've heard some complaints from the estate that I live on about the noise, and it's certainly not a good place to put a 2 o'clock finish bar. There's already a 4 o'clock finish bar at the centre of life. You don't need any more bars around that area. But they put them there anyway. The Ladyboys in Bangkok are due in next week for a month, and then there'll be a little bit of a lull, and then the Oktoberfest after that. There's always an Oktoberfest bar goes up, and then when Oktoberfest finishes, the Christmas bar goes in, the Christmas party place goes in. So there's always something happening at the centre of life. I live quite close to there, so we get the fallout at 3 o'clock in the morning when people are wanting kebabs or whatever. It becomes a bit noisy, but it can't be helped. It's one of those things. When you move into somewhere that's in the centre of town, you expect there to be bars. And my main complaint is too many bars in one place. That's my issue with it. You spread them out in different parts of town and let people disperse, but they've got everything centered around the gay part of town, in Collingwood Street. So I don't know how that works. The council must know what they're doing. Yeah, so that was what I was talking about. Talking about politics as well. The Tory party leadership contest is well underway now. I'm bored out of my brain with it. I don't care who wins, really, because neither of them are particularly good in terms of policies from my point of view. The Labour Party's no better, but it's for the Labour Party, the people who are struggling have got a fighting chance of getting a rise in their benefits or whatever. We've had no rise in universal credit since it started, which is 7 years ago now. So we've had no inflation. With inflation going up to 18%, you would at least have to be an inflation increase. But if the Tories get in, there won't be. If the party get in, there might be, but they won't be able to catch up on 7 years. That's why they'll cover a couple of years of inflation increase and that will be it. So it still ends up being a benefit cut for all intents and purposes. Nothing anybody can do about it, really. Just the way it is. When you've got inflation, the people who suffer are the poor. Yeah, so that's more or less what I wanted to say. I'm hoping to get a better quality recording this time. Well, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you again later.